What's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your June reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus. We'll be taking a look into your love life for the month of June to get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on for you. I hope that you're doing well. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information for that's in the description box down below. And if you want to follow me over on my other social media, Instagram and TikTok, you can find me there at JadeStoneTarot. With that being said, let's jump right into this reading, see what's going on for my Aquarians in love for the month of June 2022. Show me clearly what are the messages for my Aquarians regarding their love life. Any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus in love in the month of June 2022. Deck is ready. Let's jump in. Messages for Aquarius in love. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. I'm hearing missed opportunity. Five of Swords. Nine of Wands. Messages for not Capricorn, sorry. I just did Capricorn's reading. Aquarius. I was about to call you Pisces. Temperance is coming out. We also have the Nine of Swords and Seven of Swords reverse, along with the Ace of Pentacles, and at the bottom, Four of Swords, the Sun, Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands reverse. I see that in the month of June, there is some sort of resolution taking place. We do have 2, 3 5s, 5, 5, 5. You guys are going through some changes, okay? You're going through some changes, and to say the least, it is intense emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all of the above. It's intense, and you're really needing to rest. Take your time. Take it easy on yourself because it's intense. It's emotional. It's overwhelming. You've gone through some pretty shitty endings recently or a while back. I believe your last few readings, Aquarius, they've been pretty heavy. They've been pretty intense. So it seems like this is the same kind of group that we were picking up on. So yeah. There's a lot that you're reflecting on. We even have the Hermit underneath those other cards at the bottom of the deck. Virgo energy. We also have Leo energy out here. Sagittarius, just so you guys know the zodiac signs. But it seems like in the month of June, you know, there's a lot on your mind and you're feeling really overwhelmed with your emotions and with all the shit that's just been taking place. You're just like, oh my God, can I just get a fucking break, bro? Like, can I just get a break? Some of you are really just needing to go out in nature, get some fresh air and let the sun shine down on you. Be around good, uplifting, loving energy, friends, family that are supportive. You're gonna need that at this time because it seems like whatever it is that you're going through, it's a lot. You know, you might be feeling super sensitive. You might be feeling really emotional. Maybe you're just having like blue days here and there. Maybe there's not really a specific reason why, or maybe you do have a reason why you're feeling this way. But, you know, your emotions, you might be experiencing like mood swings, or you're just like disappointed with how things have played out. There's some sort of sadness or some sort of loss that you've experienced. And it's just, I think it's starting to really hit you. You know, like when you initially go through some sort of loss, it's kind of like a shock. You kind of have a hard time understanding it, or it's like you maybe weren't expecting it, you didn't see it come your way, and you weren't prepared for it. And so when it happens, when you go through the ending, it's like a shock, and it's like you don't really believe it at first. And then as time goes on, it really starts to sit in, it really starts to soak in. You really start to realize like, wow, this is happening, this is real. Oh my God. And that's where like reality kicks in and it just feels like intense. So you may have gone through an ending a while back, or maybe a few weeks, months, a while back, and now it's really just starting to cement. It's really starting to hit you like, wow, this is how it is. This sucks. Like, you know, it doesn't feel like you're in the most highest, happiest energy, at least right now. It does seem like you will have good moments in June for sure. We have the sun. We also have temperance out here. It does seem like you're going to be getting back your balance and feeling more positive, feeling more hopeful about the future, and more hopeful about like, you know, yourself and even your love life. I do see like you're going to be getting back on your feet and feeling much more positive than like at the beginning of June. So what's the date today? Oh yeah, it's the 6th as I'm filming this. So you might already be in this energy right now where you're feeling just really blue, really gloomy. You feel hurt, you feel misheard, misused, misunderstood, or maybe someone said some really hurtful things to you. petty arguments, drama, you know, the bullshit. And so maybe you've been recently dealing with that kind of stuff, and it's about you guys getting back your strength, getting back your energy, and taking better care of yourself, and really just like, I kind of feel like you might be isolating yourself in June, really just spending some time alone, or just keeping to yourself, or keeping towards like small group of people, like, again, like those that are close, near, and dear to you, where you can share your vulnerable side with. Whew. Now, 5 of Wands reverse, I do feel like there will be a resolution that takes place. So whatever ending is that was taking place, or what you went through recently, I do see like there is some sort of resolution. But for some, you may feel like you missed out, or you missed out on an opportunity, or like something passed you by, or you feel like things could have been a different way, or they didn't have to play out the way that they did, and you may feel like you missed out, or like missed an opportunity, or missed your chance, or missed your shot. But I don't know if that's necessarily the case, because like personally, I believe like whatever's truly meant for you, it won't pass you by. And if it didn't work out, there's a bigger reason, there's a bigger plan that you just aren't aware of, and it doesn't mean things can't work out in the future. Perhaps it's all about the timing's not right, and maybe down the line things are going to align, right? So trying to keep that in mind, but obviously feel your emotions, recognize them. I'm not talking about no fucking toxic positivity, ooh, love and light all the time. Like, nah, if it sucks, it sucks. You gotta acknowledge it, you gotta feel it, you gotta ride it out. But, you know, with time, it's gonna ease, it's gonna improve, and just take it day by day, step by step, and you're gonna get through this. We even have the 9 of Wands coming out. This is about the determination to not let this situation keep you down for very long. Things can change at any moment, especially during this time, especially in June. Things right now, there can be lots of shifts that work out in ways you can't even imagine, ways you can't even prepare for. So just remain flexible and keep positive. Just remain flexible. Keep an open mind. I'm not going to say keep a positive mind or optimistic mind, because sometimes you can't. But just try to remain flexible and keep an open mind and an open perspective for the things that come in, that make their way into your life in the month of June, or just be open to how things may play out, okay? Because if I don't know what the fuck. Wait, what was I going to say? If things aren't happy right now, well, then it's not a happy ending, because the ending's not here. That's a horrible way of explaining it. That's why I almost didn't want to say it at all. It's like, okay, it's like, we want a happy ending, right? I think I titled something like that in one of your last readings, like there is a happy ending. Oh my god, can I speak? No, I can't, apparently. If there isn't a happy ending right now, that means it's not over. Right? Something like that. I don't know. I seen some shit like that on Twitter a while ago. Terrible reference. I couldn't even get the damn quote right. But yeah, it just seems like you're going to be getting back your balance, and also grabbing a hold of your thoughts and your fears, and like not letting them control you as much. With the Temperance card next to the 9 of Swords, it's like you really were getting worked up and wrapped up in your fears and the what ifs and this and that and things from your past and things about the future. And then the fact that it's next to Temperance, it's like this is you guys getting a hold of yourself and getting a hold and taking control over your thoughts, and like not letting your fears control you. Recognizing these are just my fears, and just like pushing through it, you know. 7 of Swords reverse and the 8 of Pentacles. There is some sort of opportunity that's revealing itself from a situation that didn't work out, or like, again, a situation that didn't play out the way that you had hoped or the way you had expected. There's a new opening that you didn't see before that wasn't available to you. Ace of Pentacles. So a door that was once locked for you, it's now unlocked, and now as things magically like have worked its way, you know, in that orchestration, we have this Ace of Pentacles. We're going to clarify what this is, but there's like an opportunity coming from this loss that you went through. So I want to know what this is about. For some, this could be about your money. This is like this feels unrelated to love, but perhaps it's like the loss that you went through. It was like in a love situation, because the only cups we have out here is the 5 of Cups. Yeah. So 5 of Cups in a love reading, shit's heavy. You are going through it. You're feeling pretty sad. You're feeling pretty emotional. You're needing love around you. And love doesn't always have to just talk about romance, right? You need some good love around you, some good support, hugs from friends and family. You just need lots of like nurturing, and even just like that self-love too, okay? All right, let's do some clarifying. Let's dig in. Let's figure out what's going on here, Aquarius, because you guys have been going through some shit. The groups that I've been picking up on as of lately, it's like, you guys, it seems pretty intense for you. I don't know what's going on in the stars, but I'm sending you good energy because you need it, okay? Okay, so let's take a look into the 9 of Swords. What are you so afraid of, or what's in your head? Why are you feeling this way? 9 of Swords. What are you overthinking? Aquarius. 9 of Swords for Aquarius. What is Aquarius overthinking in the month of June? Maybe like overthinking, replaying what had happened, what you said, how you could have handled things differently. What if I did this? Maybe things would be different. If I had said this, if I just kept my mouth shut, maybe this wouldn't have happened, or maybe this. Like, just like replaying certain memories in your mind of like how things could have been if things were different, but like they aren't. They are what they are. We have the Prince of Wands coming out. Okay. The Alchemist, Knight of Swords, or Prince of Swords, and the 10 of Swords coming out. Oh my god, these cards are just talking. 6 of Swords, the 9 of Swords for Aquarius. Anything else? That might be it. One more shuffle. 9 of Swords for Aquarius, 7 of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so what's on your mind? What are you stressing about? What are you getting overwhelmed or worked up about? We have the 10 of Swords, double confirmation. So this is obviously, now this is just confirmed. Like, you're worked up about a situation that came to an end, that an ending you went through, some sort of betrayal that you went through, where maybe you were lied or used, or someone took advantage of you, or took advantage of like your status, your money, something to do with like taking from you. Anyways, this is about a loss you experienced, and you know, you're overthinking something. Now you might be looking back and seeing things much differently than when you're actually in the situation. Like, you know, especially if this is revolving around a love situation, since it's your love reading. If you were with someone, you may have been so blinded by your emotions towards them, by your feelings towards them, that you missed red flags, or you missed certain things, or you made excuses for them, or maybe you like put them up on a pedestal, right? And like they could never do wrong in your eyes because you love them and you were gonna care for them and be by their side no matter what, right? But now that you're no longer like in those emotions, or you no longer carry those same emotions towards this person, you see them differently, in different lights. You see things differently. Like I said, you might notice like, wow, I should have paid attention to the red flags. I should have known better. But you didn't know back then because you were so blinded by the emotions, right? And that happens to a lot of us. And so as you're looking back at it, you might be just like beating yourself up, overthinking like, oh my god, I wasted so much energy on this person. I gave so much of my energy. Like, you know, just feeling almost betrayed by yourself in a way. 3 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. What am I getting from this? Hold on. Like, your heart right now feels very fragile, and you feel the need to protect it. You feel the need to, like, protect your heart. You may have also, just going back to the ending that you dealt with, maybe you were maybe begging someone for, like, the bare minimum, or, like, this person kept hurting you. I don't know. I can't seem to put my finger on it, but there just seems to be a lot of wounding from this, and you're almost like you're just like questioning, like, how could I let this person do this to me for so long, and why did I keep letting them back into my life? Why did I keep giving them chances? Like I'm getting like this energy of feeling angry at yourself, as well as angry at this person who caused you this harm. Yeah. Prince of Wands, Alchemist, Prince of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Whew, I'm getting tired. All of a sudden I'm like, okay, sleepy. I'm like about to yawn. Okay. I feel like this is the energy of you moving away from that yucky in your head. How could I have let this happen? How could I have trusted them? How could I have believed them? Blah, blah, blah. I should have seen the red flags. Like all those thoughts, those heavy thoughts in your head. As you're moving away from that, kind of similar with that Seven of Swords reverse in this deck specifically, it's like, what lessons are you keeping with you? What are you keeping in your pocket moving forward? And what are you leaving behind, right? So you can take that wisdom with you. You don't have to carry the pain. You don't have to carry the anger or the resentment, especially towards yourself, like just like forgiving yourself, right? That's something that you're working through, right? Temperance, healing, forgiveness, patience, getting back your balance. Anyway, so as you're moving away from that energy, we have the Six of Swords, the Prince of Swords, Prince of Wands, and the Alchemist. It's the energy of you moving away from that, knowing better, learning your lessons for a fact. You know better now, and you're never going to go back to how things used to be. So that's good. Can we get an amen? Can we get an amen? And now this is just about redirecting your focus towards new things, new opportunities, right? The doors that are now opening for you that were once locked. Okay, so was this at the bottom? No, this was just cards that just came up for the Nine of Swords. Like, I'm just getting the imagery of like a dark storm cloud, and it's starting to break up, or it's starting to move when the sun's now starting to shine. Like, okay, the storm is breaking up, the storm is coming to an end. You were so in your head, everything felt so overwhelming and confusing, and you know, your mind was just so clouded with the shit that happened to you in the past, and the pain and the hurt, and now it's like the storm is starting to dissipate and break apart, and it doesn't feel so heavy, as intense as it used to. So it's definitely easing in the month of June. Whatever this pain is that you've been carrying, or this anger, or there's healing taking place. You're definitely healing and just feeling a lot more at peace with the whole situations, and acceptance, right? Acceptance takes some time. Like I said, initially you may have been really shocked by this ending. You may have had a hard time accepting it. You may have been in denial about it, or you may have just tried to distract yourself from the situation because it was too painful. But now it's like in June, it seems like you're reaching this point of acceptance, and it feels much more peaceful. Instead of trying to resist these changes, it seems like you're allowing these changes to take place, and you're grateful that you're not like fighting it anymore. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take a look into the Four of Swords and the Sun. Four of Swords and the Sun is a combination that's getting clarity. So like Four of Swords is a very reflective, introspective kind of energy, which we had Hermit at the bottom of the deck as well. So there's like this reflective, introspective energy that you're in the month of June, of like reflecting on this situation, looking at the lessons, as well as healing from it. And as you're doing that, you're getting some sort of clarity, right? The Sun is making you become aware of certain things about the situation, about yourself, about the person that you're dealing with that you didn't quite see before. Like I said, you're seeing this individual in a different light. Talking about the Four of Swords for Aquarius in the month of June 2022. Four of Swords for Aquarius, Queen of Wands reversed. So there could still be some anger, some resentment, some some of that yucky energy you still feel about this, and that's what you're trying to heal from, you're trying to make peace of. We have the Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Two of Cups that just came out, yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman, again, more of that reflective energy, Two of Wands, and the Fool underneath that, okay? So, again, the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords that we were just talking about, really in your head, overthinking all the things that happened to you. Why did this? Why did that? Why did I let this person walk all over? Take me for granted, use and abuse me, whatever the fuck. All that we just talked about, right? More of that energy coming through here. And as you're going inward, as you were taking the time to reflect and look at things from a different perspective that you didn't see before, you're getting clarity on this relationship. Ace of Swords to the Two of Cups. Like, you're getting major clarity on this connection. You're getting major clarity as to, like, what this relationship meant to you, what you learned from this. Like, you're just experiencing big breakthroughs and healing that's taking place about this relationship. And it leaves you with a choice. Two of Wands and the Fool. It leaves you with a choice of, like, what's this choice? Are you going to, like, are you going to keep on, how do I explain this? Are you going to stay attached to your past and what happened to you and, like, hold on to it like it's a crutch and, like, just stay in this constant cycle of limbo, just feeling really sorry for yourself and just staying in a deep dark hole and being like, you know, all men are the same, all women are the same, I'm never gonna open myself up to love again, and I'm, you know, screw everyone else, and, like, you know, like, not to laugh because, you know, that shit is heavy, and just, like, staying in this angry, hateful energy for the rest of your life, being, you know, fast forward time from now, 80, 90 years old, and you're like, man, fuck him. You're still holding grudges to whoever this person is. You're realizing, like, that's giving your power away. That's giving your power away. So by you holding on to those grudges and that anger and just, like, you know, constantly talking all that shit about this person, what they did to you, and just harping on and on and on and on and on and on and on about it, like, fucking flash forward 20 years down the line, are you gonna still be harping about what this person did to you? Or are you going to be moving on, living your best life, and forget who was that broke my heart? Who was that used and abused me? I don't even remember them. Why? Because I moved on. You want to stay harping on this person for the rest of your life, till you die, till your deathbed, and they're the last thing that you think about before you cross over? Or you want to move on with your life? I know it's, like, easier said than done. And again, this is a process that's going to take place not just over today, tomorrow, a week from now. It's going to be a process. I'm not saying, okay, wave the magic wand, you're going to be over them tomorrow. You know, I'm not saying just get over it. It's not going to be like that, right? I'm not saying that at all. So don't you be twisting my mouth, my words, Aquarius. I'm just kidding. But it's kind of like you have the choice. You either stay harping on this forever and you never move on. You always hold a grudge. You always hold hatred towards this person and anger towards this person. And you always carry the lack of peace in your heart, the lack of, you know, whatever, I already said it. Or you have the choice to let this fucker go, stop giving your power away, slowly, day by day again, and move on. So that is a choice. It's like you either repeat or evolve. You repeat the situation, right? You hold on to the anger, the resentment, and maybe even find yourself in similar situations moving forward in the future, attracting similar outcomes, similar people, just in different bodies. At different, you know, it's like you can move across the world and still have the same events take place. Because if you haven't learned the lesson, it doesn't matter wherever you are in the world, it's still going to show up in your life. It's still going to be mirrored to you in your life. So I don't care if you move from this place to that place to this place to that place, but you keep wondering, well, why does this keep happening to me? There's a deeper lesson. There's a deeper meaning. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Anyways, you have the power to evolve from this. You have the power to move on with your life and learn from this and move in a completely different direction and really live your best life. But you also have the power to keep yourself stuck, to stay in this loop, to hold on to this forever, and to never have peace. That is literally your own choice and your own free will. But like I said, the vibe that I was picking up on mostly for the majority of you who are doing the work, who are taking the time to reflect on yourself and this situation, and you are integrating, you are healing, that's amazing. Keep that up. You're already on the right track, and that is leading to a peaceful, happier, loving future. So just keep that up. And for those who have been trying to avoid it, trying to just like point fingers and put the blame on, it's like, none of us are perfect, if I could speak. Reaching that acceptance instead of resistance. It might be a little bit more trickier for you. For those that are more resisting this energy and like refusing to see where maybe you took place in the situation, or how maybe you could have handled things differently, or, then yeah, if you're resisting that energy, it might be a bit more trickier for you. You can overcome it. You have all the power, all the strength, and the knowledge to overcome it. It really depends on you, your attitude. Yeah. But for the most part, the energy I feel for most of you is that you are working through it. You're feeling more peaceful in June. There is this acceptance taking place. You are feeling more at peace, and there's a resolution. So that's like for the majority of you. It's like you're feeling lighter by the end of June from this situation, from this ending. It's like you're letting this go. You're making peace with it. You're accepting it. You're not holding on to it so tightly. But for maybe a few of you, maybe those are going to be the dislikers. I'm just saying. Maybe it struck a nerve. A little too close to home. The shoe fits, hey. But for those that maybe are resisting this change or this situation or the lesson, it might be a little bit more of a challenge, but you can overcome that. But it all comes down to you. Okay, so repeat or evolve. It is your choice. But that's the vibe I feel for you, Aquarius. But for the most part, there's going to be good times. 3 of Cups underneath that, right? Good times. So, yeah, emotional, it's intense, but you'll get through it. And it seems like there's lots of positive things to look forward to in the near future. So keep your head up high. Keep your composure, take some deep breaths, be kind to yourself. It's going to be all right. There's opportunities, there's doors opening up for you in ways you can't even imagine. So it's all going to work out. Just trust, have faith, be kind to yourself. I'm going to let you guys go. Okay, Aquarius. If you enjoyed, if you resonated, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to book a private reading with me, the information for that's in the description. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, you can find me there at JadeStoneTarot. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.